Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hello.
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 I'm getting.
Hello.
There's two of me.
There's two of me.
I mean, maybe.
There's two
You
of
guys
Sibs
both
too.
have that problem. Yeah, I don't have that problem.
What do you mean? It's coming out of your mic.
Coming out of your mic.
Hello? Hello? It is!
It is.
It's you!
Okay, hold on. I don't know how or why.
Try just hang up and rejoin.
No. I think I know why.
It's like a speech jammer, man.
man.
Hello, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza, please.
Okay, how about now?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it's still definitely doing it.
It's doing it, yeah. Are we in space? I think so. Do you guys, I can't speak.
I know it's so annoying.
So annoying.
I don't want to say anything. Oh, that was better. Nope, never
Yeah,
mind.
was it better?
Never mind.
No?
Why don't you just leave the call, rejoin? That could fix it.
Okay, I got all the friggin' horses, Mr. Light Pants.
That's 2 clicks.
Did you fix it yet?
Nope. Hold on.
Oh, he left. I can finally talk without hearing
Jeez,
myself
thank God.
speaking back, yeah. Oh, God. Hey, when I alt-tab out of this game, my computer just runs like, oh my God.
Is it happening again?
Yes, yes it is.
I mean, I legit... Okay, how about now?
Hello.
Hello.
It's still happening.
Do you have some speakers on?
No. I legit have not touched anything
What
since
about
last
your,
week.
did you do a Windows update?
That might have happened in the past week. But...
I can hear your game as well.
Yeah. It's like all piping in.
My friends be like, oh, you're still using a USB mic? You gotta buy a mixer and plug 17 different devices into it, and then you got a slider for every single audio source. And no, it's really easy. It's really easy. Especially with the 2 PC setup.
Microsoft knows what they're doing. Okay, you don't talk about audio crap, okay? This is the Windows
the
thing.
fucking violin.
It's quite dramatic.
Oh, wait.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
You fixed it. Wait, never mind.
No, it's still there. Oh.
Whew.
Is it any different now?
Hello?
No.
It's still bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you check your audio device on Discord?
Not yet. That's a good call, but it should be. I'm in the the sound settings for Windows itself, but voice.
You got like a virtual audio cable or something?
Okay, wait. Okay. What about now?
Hello. Whoa!
Hey, you did it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
What did you do?
No, don't tell us. Just say fixed. Thanks for your help. So if anybody else ever runs into this issue, they like maybe find this Twitch clip and then they watch it all the way to the end and then they leave frustrated.
Yes. Hope that helps. At the end of the clip, you have to say, hope that helps.
Hope that helps.
No, but really, what was it? It's okay if it was something stupid. You can tell us.
No, it's I had to change the Windows sound stuff, the input, output stuff. Like when you do the Windows update, it switches that stuff over.
Man, I knew it was a Windows update. I knew it. I've been burnt by Windows update before as well.
Sips, did you know that for like 4 years, I streamed with a guy every Wednesday? And we were always like, your microphone sounds like kind of bad, even though he kept saying it was good. And then one day we
It was
found
just-
out he had the microphone turned 180 degrees backwards.
His name is Cobalt. Okay.
So for like 4 years, he had been streaming with like capturing the audio of his voice bouncing off his computer monitor into the microphone. When he turned it around, it was like so crisp and clear. Oh man!
It's like a different person. I thought you were gonna say that the whole time he was using like his webcam mic or something like that. 'Cause that's
No,
another common one.
That's a
right?
classic. Or loading a Valve game, like a Source Engine game, and then it automatically sets your mic volume to 100.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, those were the days. No, Dan we would play Fortnite with Dan, and he'd be like, they're coming from the right, they're coming from the right, and then they would come from the left
yeah.
and murder us all, and we'd be like, are your headphones backwards? And then he would check and say, yeah.
Oh. I think we've all done that at least once, though, right?
It's not a hard job, but it's like harder than you would think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not anymore. Back in 2010, this shit was like, you had to be fairly tech savvy.
Yeah. I used to have a creative fatality gaming headset. Remember those?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Fat one.
Fatality had his own
yeah.
sound cards and stuff with
That's right,
Sound
yeah.
Blaster.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Wait, are we together? Okay.
I was gonna try to find the key. I knew you guys were close by. I wasn't going off or anything.
I'm making a face at the camera like, really? Really?
What's your favorite Ariana Grande song?
I would say it's...
put a ring on it.
it's all-
Like put a ring on it. Whoa, oh.
It's just insulting. I would say it's got to be Bang Bang Into My Room, and then...
Bang,
we-
bang.
Gonna boom,
Knock on my
boom into my
door.
room. Gonna boom, boom, boom into my room. Oh, it's a different song.
Yeah, that one's by a group of young men called Wham. And
That's
every
right.
time because my wife watches the music video, and I'm very threatened by their masculinity.
What the
Just-
Wham music video? Your
it's-
wife watches Wham music videos?
I guess she's just attracted to like alpha male types that
Yeah.
just reek of machismo. It's
Yes.
so I don't like when she watches it. It makes me feel quite threatened because they're such bastions of virility that like I don't know if I can compete.
That's how I feel
Bam.
like when I stream with MALF all the time.
Right? I got machiz pouring out my ears and my nose.
He's absolutely right.
The most macho.
Macho,
never know.
macho man. Such a good song.
It is, yeah.
Mm.
I was telling Chad about things I was nostalgic about around bedtime as a kid. I don't know if you guys had this because you're a bit younger, but it was always when MASH came on.
Okay, we're more than a
No,
bit
we-
younger, I guess.
Yeah. My dad
It's a-
did watch a little bit, but I
MASH,
never...
if I heard MASH on TV, that was it. I knew.
I was like,
almost bedtime.
when MASH is on TV, holy cow.
Your parents never watched MASH?
I think MASH was even like out of syndication by the time MALF and I were old enough to be cognizant.
When was the
Yeah.
last episode of MASH shown? It might have even been before I was born as well.
It's got to be
It's
like
probably
the
just reruns,
70s,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It was on in this. Was it the 60s, 70s?
I don't think I've ever seen like a full episode of MASH. This is one of those shows like it started on network TV. By the time I was born, it was already on like VH1.
Now it's on HGTV.
Did you guys ever get all those commercials from like Buffalo and Rochester for Disney Dancing on Ice and
That I did, yes.
the Harlem Globetrotters and stuff?
That stuff, a lot of Watertown stuff.
Yeah, Watertown, Syracuse,
The heavy
Burlington
hitters
Coat
are all
Factory.
you need. Call 1-877-10-33.
Rochester, the triple Doppler radar from WOKR 13 Rochester. Remember that? No.
I remember thinking like, man, Watertown must be like the most advanced metropolis on the planet.
There was a huge shopping mall there that we used to go to sometimes. I remember.
I got the key.
I think at
Oh.
Syracuse there's the Carousel Mall. You ever been to that one?
No.
It was
I don't think so.
incredible.
How about this? 800, 538, 200. Empire. I might have gotten the phone number wrong.
How about this 530 Pizza Nova?
See, as I've never spent time in the Greater Toronto area, I'm not really familiar
Yeah.
with Pizza Nova.
They're outside of the GTA.
Holy cow!
108 damage.
But they advertise on
Defense
the Blue
deals
Jays games.
60 damage.
Yeah, man. You can actually get broccoli on their pizza.
Haven't they watched
Which is nice.
Seinfeld?
You guys remember?
What's the Seinfeld bit about broccoli on pizza?
You can't put cucumber on a pizza.
Oh, cucumber. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put cucumber on a pizza.
I don't know if I would
Zucchini,
either,
though.
actually.
I think I
Yeah.
reached a point in the last couple of years where I'm just over the pizza debate. If I'm
Are
What's
you?
the
if I'm talking with somebody, you can't put this on a pizza, or you can't put that on a pizza. If you're in
Oh, yeah,
your
frick that.
30s or your 40s or whatever, and you've been eating pizza like this your whole life, and you like it, more power to you.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you how advanced I am. I'm dipping my crusts into hummus these days.
Wow!
Dude, hummus is
Holy.
great though. We got
Yeah.
the key. Where's the door? Where's the door?
Oh, it's the skull on the map.
Because people are always like, oh, all he does is eat cheese pizza. Yeah, well, I dip my crusts in hummus when I'm done as well.
dude.
So take that.
My thing is, I should be able to eat the pizza without dipping it,
Yeah.
but sometimes I like to dip just because I like to dip. You
You
know?
hate hummus?
Who doesn't
Hey,
like
how
to
can
dip?
No,
you
I
hate
love hummus.
Oh, no, sorry, I was
bought-
talking to chat. Somebody in
Oh.
chat's like, I hate hummus.
If you hate hummus,
I
maybe
only
you
eat
haven't.
pizza pockets. I don't like
good
anything
stuff.
else. I get it, okay? I get it. Pizza pockets are pretty good, but sometimes you just gotta try some new stuff, you know?
Let's wait for Sips. Sips, you planning on
Yeah,
joining
Sips.
the rest of the class
Sorry,
here?
I'm just desperately trying to get some XP here. I
We
wanna
got the
be ahead of
key for
curve.
you, so you can get XP in here in the
I'm
cave.
coming. I'm dashing.
And orbs are shared. We're learning it. You ever wonder how chat knows
See?
everything about every game?
Because they play all the games. That's why every game
Check-
that you.
Chat is
They
like a
turn up.
living Wikipedia, though.
When you play their game, all these people that play it turn up. They're like, "Oh my god, I love this game. I have 5,000 confirmed hours."
You ever have that experience where like you see someone new in chat and they're like, "Oh, you don't see big streamers play this game all that often. It's nice to see it." And then like their next message is like, "Fuck you, you didn't take Talent X, go die."
You idiot! You are such a fucking stupid idiot.
How could you possibly? Well, you didn't even take lifesteal plus attack speed. What's wrong with you? You find that the older you get, the madder you get, or the more relaxed
Oh
you
yeah.
get?
No, I get way more mad.
Oh, absolutely.
I
okay.
basically have had to ban myself from playing games against people online.
I
get
reached that
so
point as well.
frustrated.
I find the older I get, the more quickly I'll break the wrist and walk away from something I don't enjoy.
I mean, the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I mean, I quit Dota cold turkey. I'm proud of myself for that, even though it was 10
Congrats.
years ago. But it was Rocket
They say
League.
that's harder than quitting smoking.
I think it's harder than quitting heroin. I've never done heroin, but I would have to say that I'm probably one of God's strongest soldiers.
Ask that one hobbit from Lost.
Have you charged up your prayer ring at all recently? Like
I haven't had to.
with- Oh, good.
It's-
It's all
it's,
pre-charged all the time.
It gets the conductivity
Prepaid?
just from my pulse.
That's good.
I just remember, like, I would play Rocket League. I would be like, oh, I'm so burned out, like, on work and, like, you know, baby stuff, because our baby was really young back then. And then I'd, like, log on to Rocket League, and I'd, like, shoot, but it wouldn't go in. Like, it wouldn't even be a colossal failure. It would just be, like, a shot that didn't go into the net. My teammate would just be like, kill yourself. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself with the free time that I have?
It does get to that point, doesn't it? Where you're just like, you know what? If I'm spending my time not having fun, what the
Yeah,
what the
it's
hell
just,
am I doing?
like, life's too short.
Man. I'm so good. I did 18,000 damage.
How much did I do? Did it say?
It said you did 4,200 damage.
4,200.
It seems like a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
I did 18,000.
Wait, it said, did it really say Sips did 4,200? Or are you just trying
No,
to make,
I'm just
okay.
making
No
stuff up.
way. There's no way. I'm gonna try Scarlet. I'll try Scarlet. Is Scarlet good?
I think, I mean, Listen, I understand them that she's really good at readying up.
Yeah, I'm ready.
She's so ready up.
The chill of death follows in my wake.
Sorry, I had to open up a new. I had to go down to the storage room to get a new box of ready up.
I understand the male ego. You'd never played the game before. I did say Scarlet's a great beginning character, and both of you said, "Yeah, I heard what you said, but go fuck yourself," and then chose different characters.
No, I just wanted to.
No,
I wanted
it's-
to do Frost. I like.
I'm
Cold.
coming back now. I'm coming back on it now, though.
What's wrong with Cold? She's not like complex or anything. Her patterns aren't too
I
complex.
don't know. I was just giving you the information that I knew.
You also told me to play Dredge, and then you quit it. So
Well,
what do
that's.
you know?
Did you like it?
I haven't beat it yet, but there are some things that are kind of frustrating.
I'm glad that I'm not alone on this one.
What did you guys find frustrating about Dredge?
There's like the hooded dudes are like timed, and if you don't bring them their food, they're like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna die now.
I'm just
yeah,
sick of the.
I
And
don't
as
think
someone
I
that
know.
likes the 100% stuff, I feel bad about not bringing the guy his food.
I don't
you
think
know-
I saved one of those guys.
I saw that
I think-
Limmy beat it and Sips beat it, so I've got to embrace the fact that I'm like the least good middle-aged gamer.
It was not a hard game to beat, though. I mean, it was.
No. I'm just trying to do all the side quest stuff and like 100% as much as I can.
Well, I would say
Zoom, zoom.
you definitely like it then if you're trying to 100%
No, I
the game.
like it enough.
Oh my god.
There's
I
just a
blew
couple things I'm
myself
like,
up.
you know, why don't they do better for it?
I thought it was an all right little game.
Yeah.
So it didn't overstay its welcome. You know, it was quick enough.
It overstayed its welcome for me, but I also like put no focus on the game whatsoever and was like exclusively talking shit the whole time,
Right.
which is pretty standard, really.
Mm-hmm. Lady in red.
Lady in red
is dancing with me. Oh yeah, steal all the
Great.
money, why don't you?
We share all the resources and
Oh,
have the whole
That's-
time.
Can we get this?
yeah, that's what
healing
they said in The
font
Big Short, you know?
Now that I think about it, that is what they said in The Big Short.
I watched it last night. So.
Great movie. We put all the resources into tranches.
Tranches. Yeah, and then the CDO, then in 2015 they made like a something new tranche, and then Bloomberg News was like, it's just a different name for a CDO, and you're like, oh no.
Don't say CDO like you're.
What the hell are you talking
I
about?
don't know what it
Gosling.
stands for.
It's a collateralized debt obligation, okay?
Yeah, don't say collateralized debt obligation.
But that's
like
what
you're
it
freaking
is. You can't use the
Jeff
acronym before you.
Bloomberg or whatever.
Jeff Bloomberg.
Yeah.
I honestly, the takeaway message of The Big Short is that everyone would have made a lot of money if Steve Carell just kept his mouth shut. But instead, he had to be the hero and ruin it for everybody.
Thanks, Michael Scott. Agent Michael Scarn.
You ever see Margin Call? Now, Margin
sounds
Call,
familiar.
Margin
Who's in
Call's
it?
a fucking movie. Every actor who's ever done anything good is in Margin Call. And
Liam
also
Neeson.
some actors who have done some stuff that's really bad, such as Kevin Spacey.
Oh, like Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey? Oh, okay.
I saw a couple of movies over the. We had our kids were off on Easter break,
Oh yeah.
and I took them to see this movie called Mummies.
How was
It's
that?
really good. It's an animated movie called Mummies.
What's this?
But I
It's
took
our
them
Spawn.
to see Super Mario as
Oh.
well, which was
Super
all right
Mario.
actually. They liked it.
I was gonna say your kids are the only people who've seen the Mario movie whose opinions I'm actually interested in. I am all
Yeah.
full on like 35-year-old bachelor's opinions of the Mario movie. I'm not saying your
Yeah.
opinion is invalid. I'm just saying
No,
like I
it's-
genuinely am like I get it. You hate the critics because like they didn't give a fresh tomato to the Mario movie. Okay, like it's all right. We're all gonna get through this together. It's a relatively minor blip in the culture war.
Wait, they didn't give it a certified fresh? I'd never even read any of the reviews.
I think it's at like a
Why would you?
55.
It's a Mario
55.
movie. What do people expect from it? Do they expect like?
No, but
Citizen
now
Kane.
you're falling victim to the same thing though. It's like we could argue over it all day, but the real question is who cares?
You brought it up.
I brought it up to say that I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, it seems like you care.
Hey, out of interest, what did mummies get certified fresh?
I would be surprised. Mummy
Just
sounds
asking
like.
if anybody can look it up. It's called Mummies.
Yeah, check. Can you look up mummies for me real quick?
Can you just check the movie Mummies and tell me if it is? What is Mummies? Look it up, Dowie. It's called Mummies.
Flat 50. So it's right in the Super Mario range.
It's in the range. Okay.
What would you say was better, Super Mario or Mummies?
I honestly like I thought Super Mario was better because I understood what was happening in it.
Mummies a little too cerebral for
Kind
you?
of instantly. No, I just fell asleep like straight away as soon as it started.
It's got an 87% from the audience. That's pretty strong.
It's a pretty rough. Tough when your kids are off for 2 weeks. You get really tough. It out.
Dude, that's people don't get it. I mean, I didn't get it when I was a kid, and there would be those ads for like back to school shopping at Staples,
Yeah.
and all the parents
Yeah.
would be like celebrating.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, you got a lot of shit to do. I mean, like our daycare provider was like, hey, we want to take like a month off in July and August. Is that cool? And like at the time, I said, yeah, no problem. You do you. You know what our asses did? We found a new fucking daycare. Are you kidding me? You're taking a month off out of nowhere?
That's insane.
Yeah. You're in the wrong line of business, sucker.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
I said that's no
can't have a
problem,
month
and
off.
then like the less than 12 hours later, my wife was on the phone to other daycares.
Yeah.
Hey, but actually, you know, Reddit posts you kind of the a-hole.
It's not an a-hole because
You told them no problem, so like, okay, we wouldn't have gone on vacation if he said it was a problem.
It
But then
literally
you said it
doesn't
wasn't
matter.
a problem, and then they went on vacation. You left them, and now they're out of business.
they're not. That's what I was literally just gonna say. Is the supply of daycares is so low compared to the demand that they had a new kid like take our spot within a week and a half. Like it's madness.
Get shattered, noob.
That Billy Joel song that you were singing, that's a certified Peloton classic.
In the middle of the night,
I would
I'm
say
walking
that's
in my sleep.
on 20% of classic rock rides, that one is right there in the middle. Right when you need the extra motivation, they
You
draw.
got Tom Cochran and Red Rider on there as
No,
well?
no, I've never.
a Highway?
You wouldn't
No.
believe it. They've never played "Life Is a Highway," and that's like
What
that would
about
be the
Patio
perfect.
Lanterns by Kim Mitchell.
The closest thing to a Canadian radio rock ride is they've got a 30-minute Rush ride, and the guys
If
it's
I
pretty
had $1 million
good.
by the Bare Naked Ladies.
I've heard a little 1 week by the Bare Naked Ladies, but that's
It's
that's
been
it.
1 week since I looked at you.
Squam, squam.
Squam. Dude, that used to be on the radio all the time when I used to work nights. All the time. All the time.
And when you were listening to it, were you like, man, this is so true?
I was rocking out so hard. Yeah. I couldn't stop myself. And there was this other song that used to be on all the time called Rockabye, I think it was called.
Oh yes,
Rockabye.
Sean Mullins.
Rockabye.
Everything is gonna be alright. Yeah,
I
that
know what
used to be
you're
on all the
talking
time.
Certified hood classic, Rockabye, Sean Mullins.
Rockabye. Who's it by?
Sean Mullins.
Rockabye.
That's Sean Mullins, bro.
Sean Mullins. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh.
I'm not familiar.
Haven't heard that one. I have heard a lot of David Gray's Babylon though. On the
That was
Peloton.
on the radio just today.
If you want it, come and get it.
We sometimes just leave our radio on in the house. It's an old habit because we used to have we used to keep guinea pigs. We've had guinea pigs in the past, and if we were
Brag
going
much?
out to work or whatever, we'd just leave
Yeah.
the radio on for them in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Killed these guys that
so we
booked the book.
We still do it
got it.
sometimes, and that was on today when I went in.
It was on my Peloton ride today too.
Babylon.
I like when he says, "For crying out loud." That's more like Bob Dylan, but you get the
Crying
idea.
out loud.
If you want
Yeah.
it, come and get
Where we
it.
going?
Book.
Down here.
You know another '90s hood classic that I've been repping lately? If You Could
Thanks.
Only See by Tonic. It's if you could only see the way.
The way
Yeah.
she loves you, then maybe you'd understand. Yeah, I remember that one. It's the way she loves me.
And then it's not afraid to go a little hard.
I remember that one, yeah.
I don't.
You don't know that one?
No, I never. I should too.
We're
but
from
I-
the same era.
I know. Maybe you guys are just not doing the song justice.
I mean,
No,
this
probably not.
it's
Sorry,
not
I'm terrible
actually
at
a
singing.
very good song, quite frankly. So
It's really not that great. You're not missing out on much, honestly, Malf. There's some better songs out there. You guys ever watch those YouTube videos where it's like if you like this song, this is what it says about you or whatever?
yeah,
And,
but no, I'm not
No.
13
and
years
it'll be
old.
like- yeah, I watched one the other day. I'd never seen one before. I don't know why I watched it. And for Green Day, it said you have a skateboard with stickers all over it.
Oh,
That was
What
hey.
what happens if
That
your
was the
email
one.
has Green Day?
And
in
if
it?
you like Thunderstruck by AC/DC, you're old.
Yes, I
And
was.
if you like Detroit Rock City by Kiss, you're even older, apparently. That was
it's like their only good
song.
song.
It's like a robot voice that does it. You're old. It's pretty good.
Oh, man. I'd say that's true. But like, if you like any song by Aerosmith, you're probably old as dirt.
Oh my god.
Come on, Dream On though.
I think
That's
Dream On
Dream On
is
is
like-
their oldest song, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's the only good one.
She
yeah,
came out in the
Janie's Got a Gun
Eisenhower
and Loving an
Janie's Got a Gun
Elevator
is-
and stuff. What about Living on the Edge?
I don't like it.
Edge.
It sings too fast.
I forgot that.
That's another 90s OG.
It was a little spicy, but there was I saw a news headline that was like Steven Tyler accused of sex with minor, and then
Yeah.
in colon it had his quote, and the quote was, "It was consensual," which is like it's not something to laugh at, but the way he responded to the allegations was so bad.
Wait, didn't they legislate that the death penalty for sex crimes in Florida? So if he's in Florida, he could get the death penalty.
He's
If he
old
was-
old enough. He
if
must
he
be
was-
in Florida.
If he was found guilty, he could get the death penalty.
All right, go quick, because we got the boss fights in 50 seconds. You can take it slow. You got ranged abilities. You can use them from safety.
No,
No,
I'm down.
I'm down. I got caught in the big one.
Oh no, we only got one feather,
Bosses.
guys.
I used to. No, I love you.
If you take out this tentacle, you might be able to res me again.
Okay, coming.
I only got 10 seconds left though, so it's got to be when the boss is stunned, probably. Good try.
Okay,
Good
well-
try.
Liberating memory, not even my own wounds.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm down. I was like within half a second twice.
So close. How much
Okay.
damage did you do, Malf?
Uh,
You beat me. Look at Ryan's damage. Holy
73.
I don't even
3,000?
want to say this. I'm the support. So this is like, this is
Embarrassing.
shameful. We should
I'm
all be
sorry.
ashamed.
Look at how
Okay.
many. Look at Mouth beat us with raven feathers. He used 3 raven.
yeah, but I also
feathers.
rezzed Ryan
Pretty
2
greedy.
and 5, 7, 8 times.
Well, I don't know. We can try again if you
I'll
want.
try one more
Right.
time, maybe.
I'm down.
I can do better probably. But... Okay, I gotta do my big werewolf damage now.
Yeah, I know this is very Dota pill, but if possible, we should let Sips like right-click on weak enemies to help him get his quest completed. Because then when you complete the quest, there's like a 40% chance your right-click has no cooldown, and that goes like insane. Because then you could just you're going somewhere, you're right-clicking.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying it's a good.
Say it, don't spray it.
Please.
It's crazy how overpowered say it don't spray it is.
Or talk to the hand, you know, 'cause the face ain't listening.
I'm
Or, like-
34 years old, and if someone hit me with like a no shit Sherlock, I would be like, they got me.
Dude, that's a good one.
They own my ass. Oh, don't even like a popular girl saying, okay. Oh man. That one,
That-
even still.
That would rock me hard.
Is that a kink for you?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, but that, I mean, I've got to talk to my therapist about that one, I think. Everyone's trying to trick me into being part of their memes. Someone in chat said, can you say, well, hold it right there, partner? I saw the image that was like stages of middle-aged white anger. And then like number 1 was like, well, hold it right there. And then like furious murderous rage is like, hold on just a second or something.
Is that like Martin Freeman's character in Fargo season 1? But well, God, jeez, hold it right there, partner. Okay, I'm gonna try to get you.
I think we're toasted, man.
Oh,
Look at it. There's no. It takes like 10 seconds to do the res. It's over.
No, it's probably like once I start resing you, you're good. Oh, okay.
I mean, we just had that in the boss fight. It's obviously not. Oh,
Okay,
wow! Hey, with Dark Souls 2 hitbox.
Yeah, I don't know how that hit. I'm dead.
Well, that's
Well,
that was
we
fun.
tried.
Yeah.
We turned up. That was a tough one. Holy crap. You did the most damage again.
I did indeed.
Yeah, he has the most experience. He should be doing the most damage.
Well, my character's not a damage dealer though.
What rank is your character?
I think he's rank 3.
Oh, the truth comes out.
It has nothing to do with that. Just when the enemy pulls his sword back, I dodge out of the way.
I'm dodging, I'm dipping.
Fun. It's a good. It's a neat little game actually. I like the. It's hard though.
It is tough. I mean,
Well,
that's
it
the thing
scales
quite
with,
hard, yeah.
with people, right? So.
Are we just really bad at it?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh.
want to say it, but it's there's an element of that, I think.
I knew it.
I think part of it too is like I found when I was just fighting groups of dudes, I was better on my own.
That doesn't
'cause,
even
like,
make sense though.
Well,
If
happened,
they scale in difficulty based on how many people you got.
Maybe it's like in Dota. Like if you're not within range, you get more XP for fighting by yourself and stuff. Too,
No,
you know?
we all level up at the same
MALF
time.
was out there stacking jungle camps and everything. We don't understand the mechanics.
You guys got the
I was just in my
industrial.
zone.
You got the industrial copium tank.
What do you...
Is that it scales with difficulty or with the amount of players? It's easier by myself.
I cleared a bunch of groups when I was off on my own in the previous one. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, but like with us, how could it be harder?
No,
It's
I'm
not
with
like
you
I'm
there. It
blocking
doesn't
your
make sense.
attacks and then feeding them back to Sips.
Maybe it's just like sometimes there's more people on the screen. You're like, oh, who's a good guy? Who's a bad guy? And your movement patterns get all fricked up because the enemies are like, oh, this way, that way. Hmm? You know
It's
what
all
I'm
good.
saying?
It's all good. You guys wash me in Dredge for sure. I couldn't. I had to rage quit the whole game.
No, I
Did you
don't-
actually rage quit it?
Yeah. Well, I spent
What
40
point
in the final biome. I spent 45 minutes trying to find a ghost shark, and then the whole
Right.
time. Listen, a lot of it is my fault for not paying
the death
attention.
spine one, the volcano one.
Yeah.
The final one.
And then like while I was I'm like, where's the ghost shark? And then like one person in chat says it spawns at night in this quadrant. And then like I go there and then chat's like, it's not at night. And then I'm like, okay, so I rest till the day. And then I go out and like half of chat's like, it's not the nighttime right now. You can't find a ghost. So eventually we cut through all the misinformation. I caught a ghost shark on my way to the lantern to drop it in. My boat just, I can't even it was not a head-on collision. It jostled into a rock very slightly, and a 1x1 square of my hull broke, and that was where the
Yes.
ghost shark was, and it
Yes.
dropped into the water, and I just said, fuck you.
It
I'm
was
never
like a
playing
little
this again.
slight drift into a rock, you know, like the boat slides around. Do you find like when you're taking a corner or whatever?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess it's in
It
the
drifts.
water, so it makes,
Yeah.
I mean, I blame myself for the collision, but at the same time, like it's just that game, I just couldn't do it.
I started playing RimWorld again recently.
I saw. Good for
I haven't
you.
played it in a long time. I haven't played it since any of the DLCs came out.
You're not gonna check out Crab Champions?
What's that?
Either. It's the new. What do you call it? Game.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
No, I don't know. Ryan won't play it either. He hates games.
Well, no, here's the thing. I like roguelites,
even know what it is.
but I watched someone play like 10 minutes of Crab Champions, and I was like, the gameplay seems like it's okay, but then the upgrade system made my eyes glaze over. 10% increased attack speed on like a 15 by 15 grid And then like, oh, and then my 15% extra attack speed, there's a 3% extra chance that my bullets become lightning, which is a 9% chance that all lightning damage
It's
also
just
does frost
Isaac.
damage.
How can you say this while being? It's
Wait,
just
am I looking at the right thing? Claw your way across exotic islands, combining fluid
Yes.
movement with fast-paced combat to become a
It's
crab
really
champion
fun.
in this third-person shooter with roguelike elements.
it's really fun.
It's overwhelmingly positive, 6054
Yeah.
on Steam.
All you gotta know is like the upgrade that's like there's critical based upgrades and perks, there's elemental stuff, there's damage, there's money based things. And you know, you kind of
I'm
pick
watching,
pick a synergy.
Right. Is it like what do you play against other people?
No,
No,
there
it's
is
a-
like co-op. I'm gonna check out the co-op tomorrow, but
You know-
it's PvE. Otherwise.
You know what it is?
Right.
Chad got it exactly right. Chad said it's just Risk of Rain 2. You would like it, and then I forgot.
It's
that,
actually better than Risk of Rain 2.
well,
That's why I'm playing
I
it.
have like Risk of Rain does not hit my. I get no neuron activation from Risk of Rain.
Man, I
And-
was
Well,
the same with
same.
Risk of Rain. I played it and I fell asleep while I was playing it.
I'm the same, but this doesn't feel the same way to me. It's simpler. It's easier.
Risk
Maybe,
of Rain
honestly,
2
I
did
feel like
not
I
do
would
it for
I would
me.
like Risk of Rain more solo, because what blew like my life away in Risk of Rain 2 was like, hey, are we ready to fight the boss and get out of here? No, I need to farm up 6 more little robot minions, then I get 17 scrap. I need to use that scrap to get a 1% increased HP regen on all of my turrets. Okay, well, wait, but now that they took 1 minute, we need another minute before we fight the boss again, because I need to get 14 experience, which allows me to get 1% ammo regeneration. It's like everybody's always waiting for their next talent to get, but by the time they get to the next talent, another person is now close enough to the next talent to say, just wait until the next talent comes.
What about that? Is it Dark and Darker, the one that we played? Is it Dark and Darker?
You
Dark
gotta
and
like
Darker
go on
is
the
on-
dark web to download the torrent for it now.
Yeah,
though,
it's only
apparently, so-
available via torrent right now.
Yeah, I just
Oh
don't really-
right. Oh, it's not an open thing. It's like
You know, they had their
So they
chance.
cracked it or whatever.
I don't really care.
Okay,
When is-
I have to
what-
go. I have to
when
go.
is it coming out? Oh, okay.
All right,
All right.
later.
Peace.
Right.
Peace. Bye.
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 Okay, hang on. I got to take a 3-minute break. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then when we come back, we're going to be playing Beyond the Long Night. It's a sponsored segment. It is a single-player adventure Metroidvania. Dare I say roguelite as well? All right, we are back. I'm just getting the game up on the screen. Holy cow. Slash marker Beyond the Long Night. Wake up, honey. A new incredible chiptune soundtrack just dropped. This is Beyond the Long Night. This is a sponsored segment. Thank you to Yogscast Games for the sponsorship. It just dropped today on Steam. It is a charming twin-stick roguelite. I think you may have noticed we played some of those in the past ourselves. Exclamation point Beyond the Long Night, and you can check it out for yourself in chat. You can check out a link there, or if you're watching on YouTube, of course, the description below the video player. Let's start a new adventure. You have unfinished business. Loading. Me when I take a 4-minute bathroom break, when I said I was going to take a 3-minute bathroom break. Immaculate vibes so far. Deep within the dark mountain. Another explorer rests in a dimly lit grotto. Which vessel shall you be occupying on your journey tonight? I'll take the explorer's hat. It's the standard vessel for exploring the dark mountain. The long night stretches far before you. Our songs dance along the mountain trail in pure harmonic motion. Follow us unless you wish to dance forever. No, that happened to a town in Europe once, right? That was a real problem. I think we shouldn't make jokes about that. It was a real tragedy. Okay, WASD to move around. Equip item by scrolling. And then left click to throw. Okay. New equipable item. Wake up, honey. New equipable item just dropped. Left click will shoot our new equipable item. I'm going to guess you want us to shoot it at this torch. Am I missing something? Hang on. Take all the torches. They're like, surely you don't need this many attempts to do it. Can I light the torch? Please? Line her up. Line her up. Oh, there we... You just do it this way. Okay, never mind. I honestly thought I just failed the tutorial. I was very embarrassed with myself. Go ahead. Shoot some bullets at me. I'll dodge through them and then deflect them back at you. Oh, nice try. You've fallen off the map and you've fallen off. That's all that needs to be said. Get owned. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. I'm crazy with it. Are you hearing what's coming from this room? Is it? No, that was just the... Whoa! That was just the shop vendor. Holy cow. Oh, it's... This room's psychotic, man. The heck is this? Is just a guy? Increase superpower ammo. Alright, superpower. I remember those. Nice try. I made it. Oh! I lost all my HP on the same room, dude. It's because my dodge cooldown was so much longer as a result of the dodge upgrade that I got. Okay, new run me, new run me. I'm actually ready to go now. I was laughing. I saw someone tweet. I think it was like a YouTuber's editor. And they tweeted, I put Subway Surfers in the corner of like my client's most recent video. And viewer retention was 70% after 10 minutes. It's like it might be stupid, but if it works, it works. I do, at some point, I have to question if you feel good about, like, the slow erosion of society's ability to focus, but also at the same time, maybe that's not your problem. Maybe I should do it, but I'll have, like, instead of Subway Surfers in the corner, I'll have, like, a little picture-in-picture of me slowly reading through Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, and then, like, over the course of 1,000 episodes of Super Auto Pets, you will also have digested the entirety of one of the most important works of, like, Russian literature. Unfortunately, that also means I have to read Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, and I read Notes from Underground. That's only, like, I don't know, 250 pages long. I hated just about every second of it, so... And I gotta read it out loud. I tried to dodge. I was just, I'm not sure dodge. I knew your dodge. You could get an AI voice to do it. I don't support artificial intelligence. I don't even support, like, organic intelligence. You know what? Beautiful room for a shield. Never mind. The shield lasted for an 1/8 of a second. There, you have to charge it. It's a channeled ability. You might, much like Nature's Prophet's teleportation in Dota 2, it's a channeled ability. What's up with the false hope for Dota 2? I don't know. Ask your brain what the false hope for Dota 2 is. I've told you, Dota 2 is not going to happen. I reference a lot of things I will never return to in my life. Can I pick you up? Like, I could reference the fact that Netflix broke from trying to serve live video for the first time in their entire service's existence. They tried to do the live finale for Love is Blind and broke the entire app. I have seen one episode of Love is Blind, and then I said I don't have a lot of self-respect, but I got too much self-respect to watch any more of this show. They did a Chris Rock live comedy special. Yeah, but I was talking about something that people, like, actually watch. Like, if they did a Chris Rock comedy special in 2001, would have broke the servers. They would have needed to get new servers. But a Chris Rock comedy special in 2023, he read my message so he doesn't hate me even though I made the Dredge joke. I don't hate any chatters. Like, I might hate some of the things you say, but as like an individual, I don't know anything about you. For the most part. I mean, I know that Macros is Australian, but I don't hold it against him. Yeah, I have to keep on Macros' good side because he's the only guy who knows the Corey Worthington video. Take your glasses off, Corey. Nar. Why not? They're famous.
Take off your glasses and apologise to us.
I'll say sorry, but I'm not taking off my glasses.
Why not?
'Cause they're famous.
I think I've exited my hater arc. Sorry, I'm going new run. And I am now on, I'm on my lover arc. Mostly because when I watch Jay, he plays Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike's still like the most engaging game next to Beyond the Long Night on Twitch. It's like minimum 15 rounds. Something, I guess it's minimum 8 rounds. Something new happens every single round. People are going... I don't know why, like, whenever I watch people play Valorant, they're always going, like, there's one mid. Smoke mid. Viper. Viper, can you use your smoke column mid? Mid. They're mid. Rotating. Whenever I watch people play Counter-Strike, they're always going, whoa! Whoa! Pew! 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 Damn, son, where'd you find this? Whoa! I know which one I prefer. That's all I'm saying. But it is that we're still not even at the beginning of the Counter-Strike 2 arc. I have no idea how long the Counter-Strike 2 arc will be. Possibly 1 game. Possibly 1 month. I give you 2 days. I think if I play as solo, I could last longer. I can't play it co-op, because if I play it co-op, I'll be like mad at my friends. Which is not a good look. But if I play as solo and I can get mad at strangers, I think it could last a little bit longer. Also, you could copium this. I would copium it too if I was a chatter. I would copium this as well. However, I think that when Counter-Strike 2 comes out, because it's on Steam and it's going to be free, there's going to be a little noob rush to begin with. Because a lot of people right now that might play Counter-Strike 2 will not play Global Offensive. Because they're like, you know, let me just put it this way. A Silver 4 in 2014 is not the same skill level as a Silver 4 in 2023. Like, it's only, you know, dudes in their mid-30s and older that are, like, still playing it. And then, like, 17-year-old kids who are going full esports level with black bars on the side of the screen at all times. No, I don't, you're not going to get me like that, okay? Nice try. But when it comes out free-to-play, there might be, when CSGO or CS2 comes out free-to-play, might be a brief, just the briefest window. Oh, do you see that? The briefest window of, like, Christmas noobs. And that could be fun. Who you got in the NBA playoffs? As you know, I'm a big NBA fan. Honestly, I think you never count out the Grizzlies, man. Especially with they've got such a cracked, like, top 5 this year, because they got playing power forward and then is on shooting guard. He's like one of the top 5 shooting guards in the league. But then also, like, on the bench, I mean, they've got the 6th man of the year and like, I think that's in the playoffs, you need depth like that, okay? I saw one r/Vancouver post and it was like being in your stream. Oh, what post was it this time? Was it, every popular restaurant is bad? Cyclists yelling at drivers? Drivers yelling at cyclists? Pedestrians yelling at cyclists? Or was it, hang on, I remember how to do this because I'm crazy. The one complaining about rain on the weekends? Okay, that's actually fair, though. Because, like, for the last, you wouldn't think that it would last this long. It does rain like a lot in Vancouver, obviously, but for the last month, it's been beautiful weather most weekdays, and then the weekends are like 100% rainy. It's crazy. They should just build a glass roof over the bike lanes. I mean, you could just wear like a coat. I'm just saying it's annoying. Like, I was going stir crazy this weekend because last weekend we didn't get. I mean, it was a 4-day weekend, which is nice, but also it means that, you know, we're heavily into like toddler time, and it's always nice to spend time with your family. Don't get me wrong. I thought my Dodge was ready to go. That one's completely my bad. But like 4-day weekend plus like potty training like crazy. You just like it helps the time go by faster if you can get outside. You know, go for a walk, go for a stroller ride, go to the playground, push her on the swing for a little while. Like I did some arts and crafts this weekend, but you know, and that's pretty good. But going to the playground is like undefeated. That's true. It has a stacking factor too, because it also tires them out. And when you tire them out, then they nap longer. Then when they wake up, they're happier. They go to sleep like earlier. They sleep better. It's got there's synergistic effects. Not this time, Satan. Local streamer discovers exercise is good. Why are you so hateful? It's just an honest question. Just like so uncalled for. Like what's wrong with your life that you feel the need to put other people down like that? Okay, oh, we got to get this one too. I know, I'm just talking about taking my baby to the park. People are like, this is a great opportunity to get a shot in on a total stranger. It's just insulting, man. Like I didn't even, what did I do to warrant that? I'm just being a good dad. And I'm like, it's nice to go to the playground sometimes. People are like, oh yeah? I bet it is, fatty. Like what did I do to deserve that? I didn't do anything. I was just talking about being a... There's haters everywhere. Burning bullets. Bullets will now cause burning damage. Why you say fuck me for? I know, I'm working on my 50 Cent impression. Are you up to date on AI news? Yeah, because for some reason, like every time I sign into Twitter, it's like a bunch of people who are like self-certified AI experts. Like every time I go to the Twitter main page, people have not internalized yet how much AI is going to disrupt the world. I'm like, bro, I don't even live in San Francisco, okay? Why am I getting tweets from like Y Combinator founders 27 times a day served to me? And I'm like, it's crazy. What do you, maybe I've internalized it, maybe I haven't. What do you want me to do? Is the only way to show that you appreciate how much AI is going to change the world to become one of those dudes who tweets about AI all fucking day? It seems like that's the way it's going right now. This guy's going to give us health. 100%. Sorry, sir. I just had to be sure. Oh, hey there, Explorer. I made a cool game. Want to play? Great. Hold on to your butt, Explorer. The game is Where is me boat? Where is me boat? Riddle me this. Is the boat in my left hand or my right hand? Your left hand. Wrong. Your left hand. Ha, open your eyes. I haven't got boats in any of my hands. Okay, that be one more win for this legend right here. By the way, want to help me find my boat? I lost it in that well over there. I'm going to need your shiny stones. Okay. Any chance you got some hit points? He do be going, buy this upgrade to discover its effect. Well, the cow in Super Auto Pets gives you milk, which is good for your HP. Smelly belly. Leave a trail of flammable gas behind you. Enemies who enter the toxic gas will be poisoned. My sap logic has broken down. Is your character farting? Oh, you think I'm farting for you? I don't know the whole quote, okay? Now, don't underestimate these bees. Oh, I underestimated the bee! Right after I said it! New run me. Not the bees. They're in my eyes. They're in my eyes, etc., etc. I'm not clip farming. It's harder than you'd think, okay? Plus, I've realized I'm not taking any flack from gamers anymore. After, like, everyone in the Wild Frost reviews is like, this game is too hard. And it's actually just, like, a completely, like, acceptable difficulty. I realized I thought I was bad at games. It's just that I look bad at games. You guys are probably heinous at games if you're about as good as the average Steam gamer. I hate onion rings. Yeah, you've mentioned that in chat about 175 times in the last, I would say, 30 minutes. At least that's the only ones that I've noticed. It's possible that there were some there before I saw it, I suppose. It's okay if you hate onion rings. It's just, Oh? I mean, how many times can we go through this discourse, right? That's what I said about the grocery store 10 years ago. Well, the grocery store bits, they've been kind of supplanted by the Costco bits now. Costco bit is great because it's kind of like grocery store meets traffic. It's the most accurate description of Costco ever. I'm telling you. I'm going to Costco later today. I'm so Costco pilled. I'm going to Costco later today, even though we're going to visit my parents for a week, starting this weekend. So I'm going to Costco for 4 days worth of groceries. You know why? Because it brings me physical pain to, like, occasionally I need stuff that I normally get at Costco. Like if I run out of cereal midweek, I normally buy cereal at Costco. But I don't want to do a whole Costco trip just to buy cereal and maybe like a couple of other things. And like going to Costco more than once a week just seems kind of like you've mismanaged your week. So rather than admit that to myself, I'll just go to a different grocery store. But then I'm going to the grocery store and I feel like a freaking idiot because I'm paying like the same price for the same cereal, but I'm getting half as much quantity. It's out of control. Like they got the economies of scale, but that's why I keep going back to Costco. That and the executive membership benefits. Galen sends his regards. No, this is a Daryl-owned grocery store. In the Canadian grocery store oligopoly, help me. It's not a Galen Weston joint. It is a Daryl, whatever his name is, joint. Which is, I always say this, I laugh every time. I've been watching the Canucks games for, I don't know, 8-9 years or something like that. They had the Save On Foods Score and Win Challenge. If any Canucks player scores 4 goals in one game, somebody out there wins $1 million. First couple of seasons, I was like, dude, that's pretty generous. Has not happened. In 9 years, it has not happened. I'm sure they're also paying money for the promotion. I'm sure it's not just like, hey, run our ads for our grocery store, and then if someone scores 4 goals, we'll give away $1 million. But like, is some of the greatest return on investment for like opportunity costs that's ever existed in marketing, I think. I think Line was 1 away and they sat him for most of the third. Daryl sends his regards. The other thing that drives me crazy about that is like $1 million makes a huge difference in an individual's life, but it's nothing to Daryl, dude. Probably spends that in like yacht mooring fees like once a month. You should give away $1 billion. Line's not on the Canucks. Okay, I know you think you just discovered something crazy. You're going to start posting with like Jamie Saleh on Twitter. I'm telling you, I believe that all Western Canadian teams have a similar promotion, okay? So Line was on the Winnipeg Jets for a while. I try not to bring it up because it's a sore spot for MALF. Or maybe it's not because I feel like... what's the guy's name that they got for him? Pierre-Luc Dubois. I feel like Pierre-Luc Dubois has been okay. But what do I know? I don't watch the Jets games. I'm not dunking on Winnipeg. I support the Jets as a hockey team. If I'm dunking on Winnipeg, it's not the team. It's not WPG. I'm dumping on WINNIPEG. The city. Also known as the Slurpee capital of the world. I believe is Winnipeg's major claim to fame. They have the most Slurpees consumed per capita on Earth. Strange but true. You're smoked. We should just be shooting like this. Just get him out there. Oh, you really thought you thought I was farting for you? Good luck. Oh, nice try. You almost made me sweat a little bit. Just kidding. I never sweat. Unless I'm doing a 30-minute Ally Love feel-good ride. I'm sure you sweat from walking for 5 minutes. Did I do something to you? Did I... Have I offended you in some way that my cardiovascular health is being called into question in such mean-spirited attacks today? Let me get the mudstone. It's true, Jay. They're jealous of my 50 BPM resting heart rate. Although I will say I did have some people reach out and say, like, my wife is a doctor. Having a 50 heart rate can actually be indicative of, like, your heart dying. They said you're probably, most young active people having a heart rate that low is fine, but there is a small chance that your heart's just gonna like stop. So like, I mean, it was very nice the way they phrased it, but they did also say like, oh, I can do this. They did also say like, so maybe bring it up next time you're at your doctor. And I was like, you must live in a different part of the world. My doctor doesn't want to fucking see me. I was talking about it with Kate, and I'm not saying this is a Canada-only thing, because actually we were talking about our in-laws who are doctors. It seems like the best way to actually guarantee that you get good medical treatment is to become a doctor, not so that you can treat yourself, but so that you can... Nice shot, nice shot. But so that in med school, you meet people who go into every specialization of medicine, and then you can, like, barter your services to one another using your network. It's true what they say, your network is your net worth. Everyone I'm friends with is already a streamer, and like, that's valueless. Unless I was like an indie game developer, and then I'd be like, hey, can you play my game or something? If you go to med school, I feel like no matter what branch of medicine you go into, you're gonna end up meeting like, you know, an endocrinologist and a gastroenterologist and a cardiologist. So instead of going on like a 10-month wait list, you just say screw everybody else. Hey, let me call up Dave. Dave's an endocrinologist or something. Hey, Bill's a plastic surgeon. Maybe I could get some like, maybe I can get my balls shortened because everyone keeps calling me long balls. Oh, you got long balls? Yeah. We got something for that. It's called the Pollock method. Yeah, we can tighten those balls right up. I'm telling you, listen, if you were a normal patient, I would tell you $15,000 for the de-elasticized ball thing. We'd keep you in the hospital for 3 days. You, in and out 15 minutes, I'll tell you. No. You just pick up my my caddy fees next time. This makes me fucking sick, dude. This completely made up scenario I concocted in my head makes me fucking, I'm disgusted with the level of corruption and nepotism in this world. Makes me want to throw up. Stop calling me long balls. I don't have long balls. My balls are a perfectly average size in length. You see the video? Because a tweet came out that was they're casting a new James Bond, and you can expect it to be a relatively unknown man in his 30s. And then someone said, God, I hope it's this guy. And it's a guy making a video in his bedroom. And he says, all right, I'm going to teach you how to play the James Bond chord. You know, it's like when the movie James Bond, it always plays after he says something really cool. And it's like, hey, James Bond's being a barber. Okay, here, why don't you come in and get your hair cut? Just kidding, you wanker. I'm not a barber. I'm James Bond. I'm gonna blow your bloody head off. Bring. Actually, like an all-time insanely amazing video. I'd never seen it before. I've been told that it's been around for a while. I had never seen that before, but man, oh man, it got me good. You know what? I'll do you a solid and hope that that person is not litigious. James Bond chord. This sweary James Bond tutorial might be the... You know what? I should just... Librarian, maybe you can handle that one. I don't know what he says. He might say some words that are more bad than I'm comfortable saying, so...
Today I'm going to teach you about one of my favourite guitar chords known as the James Bond chord. Very famous for being in most, if not all, of the James Bond films. And it usually happens after he says one of his infamous lines like... Oh, Mr. Goldfinger, yeah, come in. We've got space for you to have a haircut. Come on, sit down here. Fucking joking, dickhead. I'm not really a barber. I'm fucking James Bond. Short back and blow your fucking head off. Twat!
I don't know because he's British, so he's speaking British English. I don't know. Sometimes the words that are offensive there aren't offensive here, or vice versa. Like it's all mixed up. I did see that Jerma streamed Papa's Freezeria, and I'm sure I don't even have to ask that everyone in his chat was like, "Why are you playing this NL game?" Right? I'm sure it wasn't the same people in his chat that are in my chat, and then saying they were just typing lols and +2s. Surely somebody had to let him know that he was stealing an NL bit when he said "Okay, Boomer," ha ha ha, when Boomer showed up to order an America-themed milkshake. Right? The difference is that people like Jerma? What the hell did I do, man? What did I do? There was no secret room. It was a one entrance door. Ooh, another stone? I'll take the second wind stone, please, just to upgrade our existing wind stone. Never mind. It's fire right up low. James Bond? I'm not a barber. I'm James Bond. I'll blow your bloody head off. Classic video that I have seen for the first time recently. You think it's really going to be a relatively unknown man in his 30s, though? Or do you think it's going to be like Chris Pratt? Come on, man. I'm James Bond. Wahoo! Okie dokie! Idris Elba? No, you know who would be a great James Bond? I'm thinking Rebel Wilson. W. That's one of the biggest W's I've ever gotten. I think Rebel Wilson would be probably one of the James Bonds of all time. And I think she's got the chops for it. I mean, we've seen a lot of comedians cross over into dramatic work. So I think that, like, honestly, who needs a dramatic actor when instead you could get a comedic actor cheaper and then just turn them into a dramatic actor via an incredible script? Should be like, yeah, can I get a martini, please? Very good, madam. Garçon? Yeah. Can I get that shaken and not stirred? Yeah, because I don't like when it's stirred. I'm sorry. I'm working on my Rebel Wilson impression. I think it's going to really pop in my next stand-up special. You kind of got the voice. She's always like, my impression of Rebel Wilson from her films is that she's always like pretending to be reticent to say something that's mean. She's like, yeah, I don't know how to tell you this, but you smell. And then like her comedian partner would say like, what we're trying to say is you smell like eggs. Yeah, you got a bit of like an eggy smell. It's an egg type aroma. It's a bit ovoid. You know what I'm saying? So that's the vibe, and you already know the vibe. It did turn into, well, Michael Caine is her partner in this one. Have you met my daughter? That's not Michael Caine. Who is that? What are you doing in here, Dad? My name is Michael Caine. This is my daughter, Rebel Wilson. Yeah, I'm his daughter. He's kind of, I'm a dad. He's kind of like got a father thing going on with me. Yeah. Time to retire this bit. Well, I'm very excited to announce I've just been cast as James Bond, and I'm going to be doing that voice the whole time. It will have a 7 out of 100 on Rotten Tomatoes, which roughly translates to an 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, which will make it the 13th best reviewed James Bond movie of all time. Okay, yeah, you honestly, I see that you can shoot bullets really well. Okay, you're better than me. Does it make you happy to bully me like that? You should become an X. Rebel Wilson telling you have to break up with your current partner. Yeah, you should become less like boyfriend and more like... What she's trying to say is you should become an X. You become like X, like more, less like this and more like that. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm dead. I thought that thing would obviously it's not gonna open up. You need it to be shot to open it up. This is the one. I thought I was just gonna go straight through. Michael Caine as her father paves the way for Batman versus 007. What a movie! I'm not Superman. You bloody wanker, I'm James Bond. I'm gonna blow your bloody head off. Great video. Okay, give me a good superpower this time. Nothing good in that chest. I'll go back and open it just so you can see. Look at that. What is that? Healthy recharge. That requires me to get HP, and I don't take any damage. As a result, that's a useless upgrade for me. So... maybe for you, like, there would be some value there, but for me, see, like, I haven't taken damage, so I can't even pick that up. Personally, I prefer healthy discharge. What are you, my gynecologist? After taking damage, generate a shield that wears off. Recharging your superpower will extend the life of your shield. Understood? -2 and gross? Maybe you missed the part where I said it's healthy discharge? How could it be gross when it's healthy discharge? That doesn't make it less gross? I think it makes it less gross. If it was like infected discharge, that'd be way worse. Watch, just as soon as I said that, everyone in chat's gonna go, ew! That is true. We talk about piss all day. Piss and cum, shit and boners. And everyone's like, well, obviously NLS, that's so funny. We mentioned discharge one time. People are like, disgusting! I'm not your gynecologist. I'm James Bond. I'm gonna blow your bloody head off! So true. So true. Things that are true, this. Only discharge I got is discharge on my credit card for $362 from Costco. Would you buy, like, an industrial pack of ribeyes? It's pretty funny though. I'll give you a +2 on that one. Quite humorous. Still not enough to break even on the savings. Bro, you never break even on the savings. How would that... then they'd be paying you to shop at the store. Like, how does that even... that's an unrealistic standard to hold a corporation to. That you're gonna save more money on the shopping at the store than you're gonna spend at the store. Doesn't make any sense. Hey, honey, wake up. Costco's doing their money sale today. You can buy $100 for $70 today. Come on in. Don't they literally do that, though? Well, you can do it with gift cards, but it's not the same as money. I mean, it's the same as money, like when you're paying for food in the restaurant, but you would probably value a $100 Chili's gift certificate a lot less than $100, unless you're insane. Because I don't, I don't pay my taxes in Chili's gift cards. I pay them in Apple iTunes gift cards. Me buying $10,000 in Cactus Club Cafe gift cards to pay the Canada Revenue Agency. No, dude, their email address was canadarevenue@hotmail.ca. Like, it's pretty official. They're talking about breaking even on the membership. Yeah, you're not going to break even on a membership with one trip to Costco. It's like least entitled shopper of all time. I paid off my credit card bill once, and I can't even afford my flight to Japan on points. Like, it's, you know, it's a process. It is true the Canada Revenue Agency is going on strike. First, I saw that they were going on strike, and then I saw that there was a, they released a press release that was like, even though we're going on strike, you still have to pay your taxes on time. And I was like, I mean, I did, but at the same time, it seems like you can't fool me. Who's gonna look? ChatGPT? No, for the sponsor. I'm not advocating that my viewers participate in... It's not tax fraud. It would be simply not paying your taxes. I don't know what that's called. Tax fraud is like, you know... I made $1 million, but I told them that I lost $1 million. Not paying your taxes. I think you could just be like... If they were like, hey, you gotta pay your taxes. Why didn't you pay your taxes? You'd be like, oh, sorry, I forgot. What are they gonna do? Hit you with, like, penalties that ruin your life forever? Probably. I don't know. I think you should do your taxes, probably. I'm not a Donald Rumsfeld guy. Did you ever see the letter that Donald Rumsfeld sent to the IRS? It was basically... The letter basically says... hey, I'm Donald Rumsfeld. I've signed and given you my tax return and paid the amount listed, even though I have no confidence that the numbers here are right. This is because the tax code is so unscrutable that it's effectively impossible for any individual without an accounting degree to possibly understand how much they actually are supposed to pay and owe. I should note my wife has also signed and returned the tax return. She also admits that she has no confidence that she's actually paying you the right amount. Thank you for your time. Hey, whoa, I was bantering! Don't shoot me twice on the same room and then... Oh my god. You know, just kill me. Just kill me. I gotta run it back. You gotta kill me. That's just such a horrible start. I didn't say just don't pay taxes. All I'm gonna say is when I was in the 4th grade, the teachers went on strike and my ass did not go to school. That's all I'm saying. Working class hero. My mom's like, hey, do you want to go to like computer camp? Excuse me, mom. This is me in 1995. I ain't no scab. You really think I'm gonna scab my teachers out like that? I think you'll find that I'll be going to grandma and grandpa's house and going outside and practicing my softball pitching 6 hours a day by underhand windmilling it into that 45-degree net that then bounces it back at you. That's my 4th grade. 4th grade was actually... It was pretty sick. I don't want to brag, but there was like, I don't know the exact order of these because it was like almost 30 years ago now, which is kind of a crazy thing to say. But in the same year, there was a teacher's strike, and I recall it being like 2 weeks long. And then also, there's a very famous Ontario and Quebec weather event called Ice Storm 97. Which was all basically like the entire both provinces completely froze over and mostly lost power for like between 1 week and a month. And that also meant that schools were closed forever. Maybe that's why I don't understand like what the subject and the predicate of a sentence are. Cause like I'm pretty sure in 4th grade I went to school for like I don't even know, like 2 months? Something like that. There's other gaps in my knowledge, though. I remember my my math teacher in 10th grade, or maybe it was 11th grade, but he went on paternity leave for like a month, and we had the same substitute teacher for a month, which makes sense. So there was some continuity. But I think like maybe my teacher was really swamped, so we didn't really give him like a lot of lesson planning. So we did the same lesson on foil every single day for a month and like the same pages out of the workbook. You know, foil when you have an expression that has two bracketed expressions, so you multiply first by outside, by inside, by it's, et cetera, et cetera. We did that for like a month straight. And every day we would go to class and be like, what are we learning about today? And he'd be like, oh, we're going to do some more work on foil and factoring. And we'd be like, oh my God. Actually, now that I think about it, I had a lot of situations like that. In 10th grade in Ontario, you had to take half a semester of careers class, you know, which is a great idea. I mean, like a lot of things, I think it's a great idea in practice to actually give like some practical knowledge of like where you might want to go with your life. But mostly they were just like, hey, if your average is like over 80, you should probably go to university. And if your average is under 80, you should get into like a lucrative trade. Regardless, my teacher was like 85 years old. And one day he came to class with like an eye patch. And we're like, what's wrong? And he said he got a detached retina. And then the next day he did not come to class. And the substitute teacher was like, yeah, your teacher's going to be out of commission for a month. And the half semester classes are only like 6 weeks long. So all we did for like the rest of the month was watch these like training videos for jobs that the videos were filmed in like the 1970s. You know, like when you get a job and they're like sit in this room and they wheel out the middle school VHS and TV and then they like put it in a tape that's, you know, like some dude getting flattened by a forklift. We watched probably like 100 of those. I feel like every Canadian around my age is insulated a little bit from the horrors of workplace safety videos because of all those ads that aired on Canadian TV. That it would start and it would just be like a normal commercial for like, you know, anti-diarrhea medicine or something like that. And then a woman carrying a boiling pot of oil would slip on something and pour all the oil on her face and just start screaming. You haven't lived until you've gone to see, you know, like Spider-Man 2 at the movie theater. And then there's an ad for like a Nissan Pathfinder. And then 3 seconds later it's like, hey, I just got this job and I'm helping to support my family. I don't know that 5 seconds from now my head's gonna get stuck in the trash compactor. Save me! Save me! Never forget that trip to Cineplex Odeon. You know what? Those ads made me understand. Oh my God, I'm gonna die again. They made me understand how precious life is. Which honestly made me think that maybe I should download a car. Because you never know how much more time you got on this God's green earth, right? Maybe I would download a purse. Lots of great Canadian ads. Everybody's good at something. Nobody's good at everything, but everybody's good at something. Then some kid would be like, I'm really good at skating. And then they skate really fast. And then like another kid would be like, I'm really good at making dinosaur noises. And you're like, brother, you got a long road in front of you. The guy who's good at skating, I mean, like, that's just not fair. As a dad, being good at dinosaur noises is probably pretty important. Oh, I tried to dodge! Run me back. Dinosaur noise guy probably manages a hedge fund now. Another classic TikTok. Business majors when they realize they only have 10 more minutes before they have to turn in their coloring sheet. Every once in a while, this is not me, I'm paraphrasing from Twitter. Every once in a while, someone will post a photo from business class and there's always something on the whiteboard like profit equals revenue minus costs. I still don't understand that meme. They're saying that business school is easy. But listen, everybody's gangsta until you have to explain what EBITDA is. It really is easy. Yeah, but you know what's not easy? Me neither. Try explaining the mitochondria. They should be making energy, man. That's where like all the... If I had to guess, as someone who has a 4 years Bachelor's of Science honors in biology, my guess is that the mitochondria is where the Krebs cycle takes place. Sorry, the oxalate acidosis cycle. I think Krebs got canceled. Oh, I didn't even... Did I take this? What have I done? What have I done? I vaporized him? The crab cycle? MALF asking me when I'm going to play crab game. Me saying I'm not going to play crab game. I'm using my health to do that. I would like a refund on the HP that I just spent. Give me the 5-year cumulative annual growth rate for this company. Here's the real question, is like, who cares? I'll do the 5-year cumulative annual growth rate for that stock ticker when you prove that knowing the 5-year cumulative annual growth rate helps you outperform the S&P 500 consistently over a long enough time scale, you piece. Here's your key to being a stock analyst. If the stock is going up, call it a buy. And then if the company comes out with like bad news, just adjust downwards and be like, oh, sorry. No, actually what we meant to say is we're underweight this right now. Goldman Sachs hates him. One simple trick to never be on the wrong side of... I just find stocks and they're going up. And then I look at the graph and then I sell them like right here. And that's pretty much how we fund our whole lifestyle. And the best part about it isn't even the money. It's that, oh, thank you for the HP. The best part about it is that, like, we have more time to do whatever we want. I remember in business class, we simulated buying stocks, but they gave us info about what would happen, so it was just insider trading. Wait, but how did your business class professor know what was gonna... How did they have insider information? Or was it like, hey, there's stock, there's, like... Fictional Steel Corp, fictional corn growing corporation. It's a fake stock market. People aren't ready for this one. It's fun, but they should stop. Again, I'm a biology major. I'm not a business major. I don't want your. I'm not your dad. I knew your dad. I don't want your like whole education to be called into question. But they should stop doing those like, hey, we're gonna simulate this real stock market, or we're gonna use fake money in the real stock market for 3 months, and like whoever performs the best will get a little bonus on their grades, because that's not... I almost swore a little bit there. You're not incentivizing good behavior. You're incentivizing going all in on 0 day to expiry options, because like in the course of a like 1 semester, like who you're not a tree, you're an enemy. Who knows what's gonna happen? It's irrelevant. You're basically just like rolling like a D30 and being like, hey, great job, Billy. You picked a biotech company that nobody's ever heard of. And wouldn't you know it, they're like anti-low density lipid cholesterol drug got approved by the FDA. How'd you do it? I don't know. The stock was 15 cents a share, so I thought that meant that it had a lot of upside. Great thinking, great thinking. I'm gonna die! Just kill me. Just start me over again. I can't. I need to start with full HP. I can't remember anything else about the Bilbo Baggins song. It just immediately becomes the Monster Mash in my head. Like, he's the greatest little hobbit of them all. I was working in the lab late one night when I looked up and saw such a dreadful fright. And then that's even worse, because I can't think about the Monster Mash without thinking of how the guy on Comedy Bang Bang comes on every Halloween and just sings like the most vile pornographic version of the Monster Mash every year. And Justin plays the song on his stream all the time. It was the fuck. It was a monster fuck. It was a graveyard fuck. It's vile. People are, oh no, the sponsor. What, you think the Yogscast has never sworn? I'm not fully familiar with their entire body of work, but I'm sure like at one point they went, oh shit, that's Herobrine or something like that. You know? You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me just because you don't have to swear? Like the same way Marky Mark in his, oh, you piece of junk. The same way in Good Vibrations, he spells out druggy and says it's not for me. TRUGGIE is not the lifestyle for me. Come on, feel it, feel it. You know what I'm saying? Feel the good vibrations. I'm dead. I have one balloon left. It's over. We're so back. We're so back. Did you see that dodge? We're so back. Stay away from me, you piece of garbage. Why is Canadian rent so expensive? Listen, I don't even want to... It's a complicated problem is the first thing I'll say. The second thing I'll say is I think my new philosophy is that you're just... Housing prices never go down, including rent. No matter what they do, they always go up. They zone for more density, more places get built, more businesses come in, people go, that's a nice neighborhood, I want to live there, demand goes up, prices go up. They say, you can't build anymore, you can't build any more houses here. They say, oh my God, there's no more houses there. Supply goes to zero, demand rate remains consistent, the prices go up. It's no matter what, it always, it just goes up. I think in North America, we just... What we need to... I was going to say is what we need is a cultural shift so that not everybody feels like they have to own a house. But even if that happened on like a cultural level, and people were like, no, I'd be fine renting my whole life. If housing prices went down, some of those motherfuckers would be like, finally, I've been waiting for this. Nom, 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 and then the housing prices would go right back up, man. There's no way out. Sounds like it shouldn't be for profit. Listen, I agree that like that would be nice, but also like, why don't you sell me your house for what you paid for it then? Because you know what's gonna happen if you put your house on the market for what you paid for it. The open house is gonna have 100 motherfuckers like me there that are like, holy shit, look at this cheap house. And then we're gonna get in the bidding war. This shit's gonna go for like 10 times what it's actually worth. What we need is just the government to say, at birth, the government says, your assigned house, it'll be like Harry Potter. You have been assigned to North Battleford, Saskatchewan. Here's your house. You have to live in it for your entire life. That's the secret, man. NL solves the housing crisis. You get a free house. You have to live in it, and you have to prove that you are living in it. You can trade the houses one for one, but you can't trade them for money. You have to exclusively do like-for-like transactions. Who's going to trade a Vancouver house for a Saskatchewan house, though? I don't know, maybe someone gets traded from the BC Lions to the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Me, when I'm in the NBA draft and the Orlando Magic have the first pick, but my assigned house is in Honolulu. No! That's okay. It's just a short, like, 17-hour flight to work every day. I'm at a dead end. Here it comes. Bro, let me out. Let me out, dude. I have to go to the left because I gotta find a way to get up. I had exhausted all of my available opportunities where I was. Get me out of here! Oh, I gotta shoot this one. Thank you so much. I did take damage. I did. What is, oh no, it's the bees. I got one balloon. Give me HP. That's not HP. I'm going down. I'm going left because you ain't treat me right. Can we get a bet, by the way, on whether MALF actually thought All the Single Ladies was a Nicki Minaj song? Because I think that he only pivoted to that being a joke after he realized that it was a Beyonce song. And don't sound superior to MALF, okay? Because some of you in chat, I saw someone say WAP. Nicki Minaj is not on that track. That's a Meg Thee Stallion track featuring Cardi B. There's 2 artists. None of them are Nicki Minaj. By the way, this is Beyond the Long Night. It just came out today, ! Beyond the Long Night. Go check it out for yourself. You'll find it in Twitch chat. If you type ! Beyond the Long Night, if you're watching on YouTube, it's in the video description below. Thank you again to Yogscast Games for the sponsorship. What do you title this video? They've made the hardest roguelite of all time. I'm sorry, they have made a roguelite. They will never make a roguelite that I can't beat. Cereal emoji, guy spitting out cereal. You've bested me. Let me get a slash marker there. Beyond the Long Night. Name an Ice Spice song. That Boy's a Liar, Part 2. Wrong? I don't think it's wrong. Can you name another one? That's Your Boy's a Liar, Part 1. Perhaps? That's a Pink Panthers song. You seem to be confused. The Pink Panthers song is da-dan, 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 na-na-na-na. Da-da, 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 da-da. You think anyone ever called out Mozart? Like, I can't imagine paying, like, I don't even know, like 500 euros in the 1700s to go see the new Mozart symphony. And then the dude gets up there and goes, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Nobody in the audience was like, bro, he's literally just playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Seriously? I paid you 1,100 ducats for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Mozart would be like, it's a sample, it's a sample. It's not a sample, you didn't even change any of the notes. That's not even Mozart, that's Brahms? There's no way that's Brahms. Brahms only has one famous song, and it's the one I just sang. That is not Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's Brahms' Lullaby. Anyway, welcome back to the Dulls. I have a problem with classical music. I don't listen to a lot of it, for one. The problem that I have, though, is not like that I don't like it. The problem that I have is I can never remember the name. I realized the main reason I remember the name of any song is because most songs, the chorus is just repeating the name of the song over and over. In classical music with no words, how am I supposed to remember Brahms' Hungarian Dance when at no point in the chorus is do 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 Hungary, 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 dancing, dancing. You know, like how am I supposed to remember that? How am I supposed to remember that? Oh, that's Beethoven's Symphony 6. Oh, no, actually, it's Beethoven's Symphony 8. I don't know. At some point at the start of it, they should be like, this is the world premiere, Beethoven's Symphony 8. And then I'd be like, okay, I could remember that. All right, this is a big one, man. Look at this. 420 billion. That's a sizable amount of exports. They export a lot of cars. $30 billion in cars. Could easily be... Dude, I might be making myself look like a fool, okay? Could this be Canada? We have mining. We have some petroleum. Our oil and gas industry is probably more than this. I had never heard of gas turbines. We do manufacture some cars for American automakers. I don't know if we manufacture 30 billion. 420 billion a year seems like a lot of exports for Canada. Pardon? This place on the map doesn't exist. Southwest of Sweden. Northwest of Germany. Okay, it's not going to be the Netherlands, no offense. It's not going to be Belgium. It's not going to be Denmark, probably, I imagine. It could be, I guess it could be France. They would probably just say West, though. Maybe it's the United Kingdom. That's south of parts of Sweden. Definitely northwest of Germany. It is the United Kingdom. Okay. What is this? This is like 4 Rolls Royces. What other... They make Rolls Royces, Caterhams, Land Rovers! Land Rovers and Range Rovers and Jaguars. Mini Coopers, of course. Aston Martin? Me when I get it. Your Uber's here. Wow, you've got an Aston Martin Vanquish. That's because I'm not an Uber driver. I'm James bloody Bond. I'm going to blow your bloody head off. Poland is even closer. Okay, so it's probably south. Can I get like an Italy? It's Italy. Holy cow. That's an easy one. Is it like New York Times crosswords? Like the Mondays are easier? It wasn't even Tajikistan or anything. It was just... it was UK and then Italy. It's like the 2 number 1 countries that Canadians try to do foreign exchanges with. Well, that's not true. I didn't put Australia in there. Or Ireland. People in Canada go crazy for Ireland. But you know what? People in Ireland go crazy for Canada. I'm not trying to ruffle anybody's feathers. In Vancouver, most common accent I hear in the English language, outside of Canadian, is Ireland. 100%. Ireland be fucking with Vancouver, for sure. And, like, not in a bad way. I hear a lot of Irish accents in Vancouver. Kate, do you agree? I mean, not in Whistler. Whistler's like 100% Australian, but 2008 Universal opened to $50 million. Is it The Mummy, Curse of the Dragon's Tomb? James McAvoy? It's too early because I saw First Class. You know what? It's Wanted. Oh, eat my shit. I think I saw that in theaters on opening weekend. That's me. I'm in this picture. It's too early for X-Men because I saw X-Men First Class in Korea, which must have been 2011. Warner Brothers. Probably open to like 40 million. Something actually probably open to like 50 million, 55 million. That's pretty big. I should know this. Steve Carell, that's going to be Despicable Me 1. That's going to be Despicable Me 2. That's going to be Megamind. What did I type? Megamind. 2008, Steve Carell, Warner Brothers. It's got to be animated. Tagline, saving the world and loving it. Genre, action, comedy, thriller. Is this Get Smart? No, that's... Could it be Get Smart? I can't believe it. This shit opened to like $50 million at the box office? Steve Carell's so bankable, man. He's so bankable. These taglines all blow. You don't like, you'll like him when he's angry? It sounds so cheesy. Prepare for awesomeness. Oh, no. No. Saving the world and loving it. Choose your destiny. After 700 years of doing what he was built for, he'll discover what he was meant for. That's kind of... They got something going with that. They were cooking at Disney a little bit. The rest of them are really bad, though. They all sound like Reddit r/funny titles. I would like to try the daily challenge and flip the Prince of Egypt because I don't know who's in it. Val Kilmer, Rafe Fiennes, Michelle Pfeiffer, Sandra Bullock, Jeff Goldblum, Danny Glover, Patrick Stewart, Helen Mirren, Steve Martin, Martin Short. What the hell? This shit is it. James Avery? It's got a star-studded cast, man. Good Will Hunting has Matt Damon. That's not his name. Matt Damon, Robin Williams, Minnie Driver, it has Stellan Skarsgård from the Marvel movies. I mean, we could probably Marvel it up here if we wanted to. Because you could go, you know what? You go Jeff Goldblum, Thor, Ragnarok, Chris Hemsworth, the Avengers Age of Ultron, an Avengers movie, Stellan Skarsgård, Good Will Hunting, 1997. Total distance of 3. Matt Damon's just in Thor Ragnarok. Oh. So true. Why wouldn't you just go Matt Damon if you're going to Thor Ragnarok? Because my ass forgot. You know, there's 80,000 movies out there that each have like 100 actors in them. Like, it's a lot of data points to keep in mind. Now, your actor is so superior just because you were the 7th person to type Matt Damon's in Thor Ragnarok. Just because you saw 6 other people type it before you. Hey, Matt Damon's in Thor Ragnarok. I give credit to like the first person that typed it. Everybody else who saw it and then just echoed it, you get no credit. You get the Chat GPT grade on the essay, which is a 0, and a do not see me after class because I don't believe in your scholastic ability. If you're really willing to try to skip all of high school by using Chat GPT, then why would I waste the limited amount of office hours that I have trying to motivate you? Why don't you find your own motivation spring from within? Gamedle guess, which is borderline. If you get this, you need to get a life. And I'll hold myself to that same standard because the odds of me getting it are about like 8%. Today's the day. It's Dark Souls 2, baby. Came out more recently than 2014. Going to assume that means it was probably on the PC. And it's third person and first person. Player on PUBG Battlegrounds. Oh, it's first person and third person, and it came out in 2017. There are games where you can go first person or third person. For example, Fallout 4. Oh, is not made by Bethesda. 2017. Does Fortnite have a first person mode? It's not a shooter, a New Year's shooter. And it's not an adventure game. So it's a role-playing, it's a role-playing, no, it's not a role-playing game. It is an adventure game. Yes, okay. It's a third-person, first-person adventure game that came out in 2017. Gulp. It's Prey, which is a shooter, I'm realizing. Not that 2006. What's wrong with you? Legacy mobile device. Give me a one-time clue, please. Is made in the Unreal Engine. Super Mario RPG. It's a short hike. It's probably a short... Wait, we learned something. It's an indie platform adventure game from 2017. It's Hollow Knight. Oh! It's the Unreal Engine. It's an indie platform adventure game from 2000. It's I know this. It's Superliminal. It's a Hat in Time. Fuck you. First person. Because you could take out a camera or something, take a picture of your avatar. Piece of crap. I'm not saying the game's a piece of crap. It's not my tempo, but... I mean, they're wearing, like, sandals. I feel like sandals weren't invented until, like, 1980. So I'm going to call this a 1985 slapper right here. Anybody holding a cell phone? What band is on your shirt? They got kind of like the AC Slater haircut going on here. I'm going to make it 1988, actually. Oh! You thought there was no shot. Watch for the round radiator, National Motor Cars. There's a ghost in my photo. Harness shop. This shit is like from way back in the day. This is from like 1703. I mean, this is early 1900s. I'm willing to say 1902. Because not only are there horses, but like every store was selling shit for horses. So that's like, that's the damn Wild West. Except for the place that sold cars. Okay? I gotta say that this is also, to me, this looks like the mid-1980s. Actually, maybe the, I'm going to go mid-1980s. I'm going to go 85. Show me a picture from the 80s, you piece of crap. You show me a picture from the 80s, I'll tell you what year it was taken. This, to me, it looks like maybe this is World War I, as they are not wearing helmets yet. Girls, when they go back in time, hi, I'm your granddaughter, OMG, really? Men, when they go back in time, hello, whoever the Prime Minister of France was in 1914. Put a little helmet on your head before you go into battle. Oui. Okay, I'm going to say this is 1917. He's crazy. This is Talladega Springs. Great clips. Let's see who the sponsors are. Not that, I mean, if I knew NASCAR, I'm sure this is lights out. Oh, Jimmy Johnson's still driving the Pennzoil car. This must be from the 2006 season. Are they filming a movie here? No, they might just be dudes. I'm going to say that this is, I'm just going to say 2010 proper. 2014, okay. Gamers at 4340 today, pretty good. That's a reasonably good performance. Housle. Holy cow. This is the kind of shit. Being an adult, obviously it changes you, but it even changes the way like you watch movies. You know, like Kate was watching The Incredibles yesterday. Mr. Incredible has like a middle management job that he fucking hates, and his boss condescends to him. And then he drives home. He pulls into like a 3,000 square foot ranch style bungalow with like a 7-car garage or something. Like, it just makes you want to grab Mr. Incredible by the scruff of his neck and say, how the fuck did you afford this? How did you afford this? Your ass is watching Home Alone or something like that? Kevin McAllister's family lives in like a 17-bedroom mansion. Who is his dad? Is his dad like employee number 3 at Microsoft? How did they do it, man? Anyway, sorry. I almost gave myself a Charlie horse. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start at, it depends where it is, obviously. I'm going to start this as 6 million and then just, okay, that's too high. Now I look like a damn fool. It's horrendously designed, which is great because that means people are actually living in it. Like, this is a house that has been, kids have been raised here. 3 different types of seating styles here. A television, perhaps some questionable artwork. I don't know. This is functional. Let me take it down. I'm gonna take it down to a 2.5 million. I don't know. That's still too high. Holy cow! Where is this? So very, it's 6,000 square feet. Where was it? It was in Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay. Look at the size of this kitchen. Holy cow. The island space. I mean, it's not my favorite countertop, but still. I mean, I guess take me down to a 1.5? That's too high. Oh, what the fuck? This bedroom? Are you Louis the 14th? Look at this bedroom. You got a little day bed at the, is that where like your 17 miniature poodles sleep? Chad, no, you don't buy this. I'm buying this one. You find your own house. I'm buying this one. Send me the link. No, don't send them the link. I'm buying this one. You know what the fucked up thing is? If I moved to Little Rock, I'd be like, yeah, they're asking $450, but I'm gonna wait till it comes down to $435. I'm not paying a buck over $435 for that mansion. Makes me want to fucking throw up. What did I just guess? I don't even remember. So it's give me $650. That's too low. Come on, $650? What are you trying to do? Put me out of business here? It's a 0.37 acre lot. Let me get a $850. That's too low. Somewhere between $850 and $1.5 million. Main level ensuite primary with 2 closets. Home office view of woods and Rambling Creek. It's got a view of the dang old Rambling Creek. You wanted it for $850,000? You haven't heard about the view of the Rambling Creek, have you? Split me up here. Let me get a 1.1. You lost. This round is a 1.2. Oh. My first Housle loss. That's outrageous. That shit is like $200 a square foot? Am I reading that right? It's fucking $200 a square foot. If you're from Arkansas, you own your house, I never want to hear you complain about anything ever again. You don't get to complain. Oh, Chipotle hasn't opened in my state yet. Why don't you fucking dry your tears with your... You can't really, because how could you hold something... Yeah, with how small your mortgage is relative to how big your house is. Why don't you dry your tears with the gulf between what your house cost and what it should have cost? You know that this house, I don't even want to know how many rooms they've got that just have nothing in it, or the room has like a chair on it and the chair has like folded laundry on the chair. Hey, what's this room for? Oh, this is where we keep our folded laundry when we fold it, but we're too lazy to put it back in the cabinets and the chest of drawers. Piece of crap. So quite an interesting photo here. This is TimeGuessr. I'm going to guess that this is in Egypt. I don't precisely know where Giza is, but I know it's got to be related to Cairo. I've looked for 5 seconds. That's enough for me. I'm just going to put it right here. And you know what? They probably built the city around the pyramids, right? Oh, Giza! Look, when you fly, oh, Great Pyramid of Giza right there. This shit is the most useful atlas of all time. And then, I mean, I got to guess that this is like, maybe the 1960s is pretty good. I'll make my guess right there. It's 24 years off. You used to be able to... We've descended so far. We live so much worse than our ancestors, man. It's driving me crazy. You used to be able to get tea and crumpets on top of the fucking pyramid. Nowadays, you got to wait in a 6-hour line just to get close enough to take a photo of it. Yeah, but you got Netflix. Shit doesn't even fucking work, man. Doesn't even work. These are just rich people. I've never seen Jeff Bezos drop his helicopter on top of the Great Pyramids and have a little protein bar up there. This is Italians watching the World Cup final in Rome, 2006. I almost just guessed 1962 again. You got it spot on. You were 600 meters away. We take those. Redeemed. This is Ronald Reagan, George Bush running for president in 1980. Shell the peanut brain in the White House. Ronald, very, very clever, because Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer. The real question is where this is. And this indicates that they are at the Republican National Convention. And these are like the state delegates that they're so this is like the primary. This is the, I forget, this is the convention. So where does that take place? It changes every election cycle. I was gonna say maybe it's in Oklahoma because of the fact that it's red on the sign, but that seems crazy. Like, why would you hold a popular event in Oklahoma? No disrespect. Similarly, Michigan is in white here. Maybe it's in Michigan, but it just seems to me like if you're gonna hold a national convention, you're probably holding it either in like New York, Philadelphia, or because he was the governor of California, maybe in San Francisco or Los Angeles, probably LA, or possibly in Texas, because of the Bush connection and also that it's a Republican National Convention. I'm just going to take a stab and say that maybe this was in Dallas. It's probably, the year was 1980. It was not Dallas. It actually was Michigan. All right, well, fair enough. No disrespect to Hamtramck, Michigan. I didn't know. He was, what the hell, man? He was doing that shit. He was almost in Canada. Who's he? Is he running for governor general or president of the United States? Danger, unexploded bomb. You think the ropes are going to stop you? I mean, I would have to assume that this is post-war or intra-war London, circa, I mean, I would say post-war because people are like smiling a little bit. Maybe that's naive of me. Put me near the city of Westminster, and we'll say that this is like 1946. It was 1948. We were 2.4 kilometers away. Not bad. This is Muhammad Ali. I'm going to guess that he is in the Netherlands as a result of the classic Netherlands garb. Heineken, though, I always get confused. Is Heineken from the Netherlands or is it from Denmark? Don't think about it too hard. Just guess the Netherlands sometime in the 60s. Because then, like, one of them's from Stella Artois is Belgian. Heineken is Dutch or Danish. And then Grolsch is Dutch or Danish. I feel like I'm just going to guess that it's Dutch. And put me in 1964. You were 12 years off, but it was indeed from the Netherlands. I'll take that. Both are Dutch. Okay, no wonder I'm getting confused. All right. Final score, 39,000. Just shy of an A for me, but not too bad. Carlsberg is the Dutch one. Carlsberg is Danish. That's what I meant to say. The Netherlands, you're no longer called Dutch, okay? I'm sorry, because it's confusing for the North American brain that there's Dutch and Danish, okay? Danes being from Denmark makes sense. Dutch being from the Netherlands doesn't make sense. It should be called like Dutchland, or you should be like called Netherlanders or something like that. It would make more sense. It would make more sense for us. Think you're hot shit because you got a the in front of your country? Like you're like a golf course or like a retirement community or something like that? That's what they call themselves in Dutch? Well, I didn't know that, okay? Whichever English motherfucker named that shit in English, I'm putting him on blast right now, okay? I don't know who it was. It was probably some Samuel de Champlain circa 1301. Netherlands is the only non-island country with a the in front of their name. Psst. What about the United States of America? Stand up, remove your hats if you're able, and salute the flag for the national anthem. You piece of crap. You just got put on notice. I'm gonna guess that this bad boy is around 3,000 square feet. Well, no, because it's like it's a 2-story, but only for part of it. This is where like the horses live. I'd say it's 2,100 square feet. Semi-secluded. It really depends where it is. I'm gonna start low. I'm gonna start at. I guess I'm gonna start at like $200 a square foot because that's my Arkansas. Well, come on, that's just Arkansas. Make it like $300 a square foot, and then maybe pull it down a little bit, double it, and give it to the next guy. Let me get a 400,000 on this, and then let me just see. That's slightly too low. It's in Stone Lick Township, Ohio. Stone Lick Township, and we're within 5%. Holy bursh! It's actually $420,000. Blaze it? Nope. Next guess is even higher. $450,000. Next guess slightly lower. $440,000. Next guess slightly lower. $435,000. $427,500. That's too much. You got it. The more reasonable the house is, the harder it is to guess because you got to be within 5%. But it's 10 million, you could be off by $500,000. It's not bad though. What did I say? 3,300 square feet. Holy cow. Oh, this one's 1%. Slash market me. Those are the dulls today. All right, Kate, are you ready to stream? I don't know if you're still in chat. TY. I'll get in there and ask. She is ready to stream. All right, I will send you over there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I was just seeing what people got banned for. We'll talk about it on the Discord, I'm sure. What happened? What do they get banned for? Okay, never mind. Advocating violence? Yeah, all right. I see. Oh, just send in an on-ban request and be like, I recognize I shouldn't have typed that. It'll be okay. There'll be like a mea culpa. It's fine. It wasn't violence against me. They were on ban before? What was their ban before for? They've been on ban like 6 times. Oh, man. Anyway. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
Even back then, to me, Neopets were not all that cute. To me, they were kind of like still like weird looking. And I think the idea is supposed to be like fantasy, like it's not a tiger. It's like a tiger with like unicorn horn kind of a thing. And then like the color is not like, when you see a tiger, you might think, orange or maybe even like white. But then they're always like neon pink with like neon yellow. So it looked hideous. And or like neon green or something. Like, the art was more desirable and also color scheme was not my style at all. Like, I would have liked it if it was like pastel colors or something. But it was like always neon colors, like always like really bright pink or bright yellow or bright green. And I'm just like I don't really like my Neopets. Because they're ugly, dude. They're ugly. That's because they sell paints to get the colors you want. Well, too bad I didn't have money, and then I found them ugly, so I just played it for 2 hours, and I was just like, I'm done. It couldn't be that expensive. It was like web browser game. Gotta be like $15 or something, right? Can't be like... You can't be selling more than $15 for a color change on a web browser game. Yeah, for a kid, to me, it didn't matter if it was $5, $15, $15,000, $15 million. It didn't matter because there was no way that I was gonna purchase anything from Neopet. Because my mom would have never let me. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine me asking my mom? Be like, hey, my Neopet, this thing, like web browser pixel thing. I don't really like it that it's neon green. I want to make it like a cute, light orange color. Can I have $15? My mom would have like, she would have probably like pretended like she didn't hear me. Like she's not even gonna say like no, or like what is this thing called Neopet? Like she wouldn't even try to understand what was going on. She would actually like pretend I didn't say anything. Like pretend that I wasn't even there. It's so ridiculous that it just like maybe like she would have laughed like at my face. You want what? Like even if it was $1, I think my mom would have said no. I'm not even kidding. Even if it was $1, my mom would be like, so like you just change this thing on this web browser? No. Maybe if it was like 1 cent, then my mom would have said yes. But if it was anything more than like even if it was like 99 cents, my mom probably would have said no. Like I'm not even kidding. It's just it's the way of Asian moms, man. Asian moms purchasing like transaction for web browser game. Never heard of such a thing. I remember when I first asked my mom for permission to buy a game for my iPod Touch, and it was only like $2. I remember it's just like anything digital purchases, it was just out of boundary. Like there was no way. Back then, I think nowadays you can use your debit card. Like your debit card work as like a Visa card or something. I don't know. But I think I heard that you can use your debit card online. Not everywhere, but like many places now. So even a kid could, like, as long as you have money in your bank account and you can use your debit card online, then you can purchase things online. But as a kid who had, first of all, no money, and I think my first debit card was made when I was like 15 or 16 years old. It was pretty late. I think I was like 16 when I had my first debit card. So it's until then, like, there was no such a thing as digital download. Like, it's not like, it wasn't even like a question. Even if it's something like it's amazing, it's like there was a 0 chance. I remember even in like when I was in university, all my friends were downloading free games, and then I was like, oh, you should really download this game. It's 99 cents, but it's really, really good. And they looked at me like I was a psycho. And they're like, you bought games on App Store? It's not free? And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, like the game devs, they need to make money so they can make a living too. And they're like, I don't care about that. If it's not free, if the game is not free on App Store, there's no way it doesn't matter if it's 99 cents. I'm not buying it. Back when I was in high school, I would have to walk to GameStop to buy game cards for WoW. I feel like I didn't realize that I didn't have a normal childhood until recently. Until I have talked to my chat, and they were like, oh yeah, I got that for my 13th birthday gift. And I'm like, you got that for your 13th birthday? What does it feel like to have a parent that loves you? I I still remember one of the worst birthday slash Christmas gift. Because it was like my birthday's in January and the Christmas is end of December. So like my mom didn't want to buy separate gifts. She just wanted to like just bundle it up. But then you would be thinking like, oh, if they're bundling it up, then like maybe you'll get like one big thing. Hell no. Like I asked for so many things for my Christmas slash birthday gift. It didn't matter to my mom. She got me Ice Age 2 DVD. What the fuck? I didn't even watch Ice Age 1, nor liked it, nor ever mentioned that I liked Ice Age. She just, like, it was just like, I woke up, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what could it be? What could it be? I was like so pumped. I'm like, oh my god, is it gonna be like this game? Is it gonna be this game? I'm so excited, oh my gosh. And I like reached out, grabbed it, not even wrapped, flipped it, Ice Age 2 DVD. And I was like, and I think I cried. I might have cried all day. And you would be thinking like, oh, your parents must have felt so horrible. Did they buy you like a replacement gift or any gift to compensate? Hell no! They said just suck it up, Buttercup. That's your birthday slash Christmas gift. I don't even know where that shit is, dude. And like, it's not just me. My sister had it bad as well. But maybe it's better than Ice Age 2. I remember she was like, Mom, I want to eat toast. Like, I want to eat bread, but toasted. And then my mom was like, oh, okay, I will, like, think about it. And then it was close to my sister's birthday. So my mom bought her a toaster for her, or as her birthday gift. And so she got a toaster for her birthday gift. So that she can toast her bread. So it's like, it's not as bad as Ice Age 2 DVD. Because at least she wanted it. At least she wanted a toaster. And at least she got it. Like, for me, I don't even know what Ice Age was. And I'm like, what the shit is this? So now whenever I see Ice Age characters or whatever, it's just like, it's just a bad memory for me. I'm like, why did you have to exist that I got this DVD? I don't even know where that shit is. Living in a dorm? No, she was, I think my sister was 15. She was like 15. And she's like, I think she complained that we don't toast our bread. And she's like, you know, like most people toast the bread. So it's like, why don't we have a toaster? And then she ended up getting a toaster for her birthday present. And I think my sister was pretty not happy about it. It wasn't a good toaster. It was just a cheap toaster. She's, you know, like, I don't know how, like when I see Luna using my phone so well, like navigating my phone so well, like sometimes she's watching YouTube, right? She's watching YouTube Kids, and then there will be like a notification that just pops down, like maybe I got an email or text message or call, it doesn't matter, just like a notification pops down. It's like 0.001 second. She just like, whoop, and then just scrolls up and just erases the notification. So if I don't catch her doing that in like a span of 0.001 second, then like I would miss like phone calls or like messages or emails and stuff. Cause like she doesn't go like, oh no, like what is this pop-up notification? She just goes like, whoop, like it's gone. Hey, I'm watching here. What is this? Whoop. It's so good. Yo, Pog. Thank you very much, Watanabe, for gift sub. And Intense Fist. Got it, Poggy. Nothing gets in the way of watching the vids. That was like, shit, I'm torn. I'm so torn because I'm so, like, determined to just not have second kid, right? I'm just like so determined. But then I was like wondering what I did when I was 29 years old. And then I looked at the baby photo. Like when I was scrolling, like when I was 29 years old, and there was a photo of like baby Luna. And I was like, oh my god, she's so cute. And I was like dying. I was like, oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh, baby. But then I don't want to have a second kid. It's like, do I have to go babysit someone else's baby or something? Like, what the hell? How can I cure this? This feeling of like, I don't want to have a baby, but then my god, my baby is so cute. It's like my brain is split. My brain is like, hey, whatever you do, don't fucking have another baby. Don't do it. You don't want to have another baby. Just don't do it. And then I see the baby photo of Luna. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god. And then it's like also not helping. All these like, so I followed bunch of like vlog YouTubers who became like mommy like almost at the same time as me, because I was like, I wanted to kind of like I don't know, like see what their daily lives are like with like a newborn, and like see what's like how different it is from my life. So I followed quite a bit of like the vloggers who has like similar age baby as Luna, and I would say very many of them, majority of them, are either pregnant right now or gave birth for their second child. And I'm just like, what the hell? Why y'all going out and having second child? What the fuck? Like, I was like, hey, I feel like I joined the party, hi guys, and then everyone left and got the second child and came back, and I'm just like, well, what the hell, dude? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Stop that! Stop that! They've been looking at the baby photos, and I was thinking, cause you know, you be asking, Kate, if you want the second baby, why don't you have a second baby? What's the problem? What's the problem? First of all, it's very stressful, and when you have second baby, there's no personal time, and I need personal time. I'm a very like, what's it, like, very, I need my own time. Okay, I don't know what the word is for, but like I just need my personal time. If I don't have personal time, I become very miserable. I'm not gonna be happy with like, oh, it's okay, I have babies. No, like that's not gonna cheer me up. I just need to have my personal time. So like that's a very big no-no with the second kid. And then also another very big no-no is that Vancouver is hella expensive. We don't have enough space for a second child. So it's like, so I was thinking maybe if I buy a lottery and then if I get my lottery, my first place lottery, maybe then I will have second kid. How hard do you think it is to get the first place on which one's good right now? What are the lotteries? I never bought a lottery. Is it like Lotto Max? And then there's like Lotto 369 or something? I don't know. There's like different, isn't there like Lotto 649? That's right. Is it like actually is it 1 in a billion or what? What's actually the chance? It's not 0, it's 1 to something. It gotta be 1 to something. 1 in several billion? It's not even a billion, it's several billion. Can Canadians explain like what is not what is lottery, but like I know there are different types of lotteries in Canada. So like the good ones are the jackpots one, right? Like you random, like it's like 1 through 100, and then you guess like random 5 numbers. Cause they're the ones that's like the scratch thingy. I don't know. There's a scratch one, right? Like you scratch, but then the scratch one is like the maximum. The jackpot is 1,000,000, right? Cause like if you get the scratch one, even like the jackpot is 1,000,000, and in Vancouver $1,000,000 doesn't really get you that far. But then like the big one is the Lotto Max, which is like you guess like random 5 numbers, right? I'm just asking what types are there, dude. Google says winning a lottery in Canada is roughly 1 in 14 mil. For reference, getting 4 cons Yakuma is roughly 1 in 3 mil. Just get NL to take a gambling sponsor if you want a second kid. What the fuck? Dude, why can I just imagine me winning a lottery? I have $35 million in my bank account, and my husband goes like, "Oh, my dearest wife, may I go to Costco and buy a full pizza?" And then I'll be like, "I shall grant you your wish," and I will give him the cash. He's gonna be like, "Oh baby," he would be like, "Yo, Kate is so cool." That does sound like his paradise. Exactly. And then I'll be like, on his birthday, I will make a coupon and be like, limitless Costco pizza until you die coupon. Oh my god. Ryan might actually die of heart attack because of the happiness. Kay wants to win the lottery so her husband thinks she's cool. There's like, that's like 50%. Actually, that's like 90%. I want to win a lottery so that my husband thinks I'm cool. And like, you know, like who got the bag in this household? Me. You know, people might be like, "Who's this girl?" And then they'd be like, "Oh, you don't know who she is? She's NL's wife." And then people will be referring me to NL's wife. But in reality, I'm the one who holds the bag. And be like, "Bro, I got the bag in this household." Dude, I'm the sugar mama. Sugar mama. I would love to be a sugar mama for Ryan. I'm pretty sure all you need to say to NL for him to think you're cool is, "You know, I don't need a Miku sports car." Excuse me? That was the 10%? That was the 10%. The 90% was to be to look cool to Ryan, and then the 10% was the Miku sports car. You know, yesterday I was wearing the full art Miku t-shirt, and then Luna was like, "Who's that?" And then she pointed at my t-shirt, and I said, "Oh, her name is Miku. Mommy likes Miku." And then Luna was like, "Oh, I know Miku. Mommy has Miku toy." And I was like, "That's right." And then she said, "Mommy has Miku instrument." I'm like, "That's right. The automaton. I have Miku automaton." And then I was like, "Do you like Miku too?" And then she said, "Yeah, I like Miku." I'm like, "Let's go." Let's go. First step cleared. I got her, Chet. I got her, boys. I was able to persuade my daughter to think Miku is cool. And then, I shit you not, we were in Hannam, right? The Korean superstore. And then we were eating lunch there. At first, they were playing like the instrumentation of Disney music, you know, like Let It Go, Let It Go, but it was all like instrumentation, like it was piano, like dun dun dun, dun dun dun. And then the next song, Senbon Sakura, And then I know Senbon Sakura is not necessarily made for Miku, but then Miku have like the remix of Senbon Sakura, and then they were freaking playing Senbon Sakura, the Miku version. Dang 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 and I was like, oh my gosh, Senbon Sakura! Oh, it's Senbon Sakura, it's my Miku, oh my gosh. And then I was like freaking out, and Ryan definitely thought I was not cool. Ryan gave me the look of like, here she goes again. It was like, what? And I was like singing like, I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, oh, this music, oh, and then Ryan was just eating his food. And I'm like, what's the deal, man? He wouldn't treat me like that if I win the Lotto Max and $35 million in my bank account. I bet he would freaking sing along. Maybe he would even dance in front of me, man. Maybe he would just dance. Maybe he would just dress like Miku. Maybe he would dress like Miku, dude. No wonder why weebs are the lowest tier in the social social group. I deserve it. I deserve it, dude. I deserve it. I'm the weird one. Fellow weebs in the restaurant. It's okay. It's like, I feel ya. Sometimes I don't like certain weebs. There are weebs that are like me, who are trying to act normal among the normies. But then there are weebs that are they don't mind standing out in like the normies and kind of like disturbing the peace. That's a no-go for me. I don't really disturb the peace. I act cool. Like I lay low. I wasn't singing out loud. I was singing, but I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't like making a stage. I think that's a weird stereotype. Oh, I wish that was a weird stereotype. I know way too many and experience way too many. The freaking weebs that are eyesore. It's just like, you can be weeb. You can be like me. You can be a huge nerd. You can be a huge weeb. But you can at least act normal and not disturb the peace. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some people are out there, they just go like, YOLO, I don't care, this is my life. And it's like, and then disturb the peace. It's like, you're kind of like making all of us look bad. I've never met any weebs like that, but I think that's because I'm British. What? Have you not seen all these like the TV show from BBC, and they're all like interviewing all these like, wow, you're weird. Why are you weird? And then they're like, I'm not weird. I'm dressed like this character from this anime is super popular, don't you know? And like so many of them were from UK. I know, like, I remember when like the Lolita fashion was like a huge there was like a huge group in UK that was they gathered up wearing Lolita dress with the headband and everything, and then they called it like the tea party or tea time or whatever. It was something like Lolita tea. It was something like that, tea picnic. And then they were all British people. They went to like a normal public park, and there were like 4 or 5 of girls. They're like Lolita fashion, and they're just like, oishi desu ne. And like their Japanese was not good, but they just like know one word, and they just go like, oh, ocha, oishi desu ne. And I was like, oh, I was like, oh, dang. Why don't you just do it at home? Invite your friends, or you could just say like, ah, this is good tea or something. I don't know why you just go, oh, oishi desu ne. And then they all have like this fake voice of like really high pitch, like, ah, yes. I was like, yeah. Oh, I was dying, dude. I'm not saying that does not happen in North America. No. But they were British. They were in UK. I don't have enough numbers to tell you it's more common there, more rare over here or whatnot. But I'm just saying, I've seen it all. I've seen it happening everywhere in the world. So you cannot be like, ah, we here is okay. We got no weebs. Oh, weebs everywhere. It's a minefield, dude. You're not safe from any of us. We're everywhere. Even the one next to you, they might be weeb. Could you do the 007 bit, please? You know the 007 bit that you did on your stream? Can you just do it one more time? On my stream?
What?
Because it was really funny. Oh, come on, just do it right now!
Guy goes, I'm gonna teach you how to play the James Bond chord. You know, it's the chord that would play after James Bond just says something really cool. Like maybe he's pretending to be a barber and the villain comes in and he says, oh, I'll have a haircut. And then he says, oh, joke's on you, you bloody wanker. I'm James bloody Bond. I'll blow your bloody head off.
Let's go, thank you.
Okay, Jam.
You're welcome. Don't start the singing, then you can't stop. So true. When you were young, you were the king of Austin Powers. And now you kidnap Nigel Powers as his foe to get the man of mystery to show. This is the room one afternoon where Fat Bastard ate you. And how Felicity shagged him real well to place a homing device where no one dared to dwell.